A 3-0 sweep with the complimentary plays on Saturday, 2-0 in college bowls, giving you winners on Utah State in the New Mexico Bowl and Fresno State in the Las Vegas Bowl, and then in college hoops, a winner on Oklahoma over USC. 3 more complimentary plays here for the Sunday video report on the early NFL slate. Going to take a look at the games between Oakland and Cincinnati. Yeah, that's a real barn burner, huh? And also Chicago and Green Bay. And then on the late afternoon card, the marquee game between the Patriots and the suddenly slumping Steelers. And I dare you to say that 3 times quickly. Now, for today, for me, listen, guys, did I lose last night with the 15-dime play on the Denver Broncos? Yes, I did. Is that going to interrupt an incredible 5.5-month run that I have been on? Absolutely not. Because as I've told you many times over the years, I do not celebrate the wins, nor do I lament the losses. Do I think that Vance Joseph pretty much sealed his fate with John Elway looking on last night as head coach of the Broncos with that dubious decision late in the game with about 4.5 minutes to go on 4th and 1, when on the 6-yard line he elected to take the field goal, trailing 17-13 on a day when his offense could not get anything going, electing instead to go for the field goal to take the points to make it a 17-16 game, feeling that his defense would get the ball back, which it did with about 1:10 to go in that game, thinking that they'd have one more chance, his offense would, to get the game-winning points. When your offense hasn't been able to move the ball and do anything all day, when your running game hasn't been able to produce all day long, and Case Keenum hasn't been able to get anything going all day long, what were you thinking, Vance? So, as I said, I think Vance pretty much sealed his fate, and I'm sure John Elway will get rid of him at the end of the season. But hey, did I lose that game? Yes. But listen, guys, I had a game circled all week long. And it's the game that I absolutely love, and I'm pulling the trigger tonight with another ultra rare 30-dime release. Now, you know 99% of my plays are rated between 5 and 15 dimes. I like that economy of scale because when I release a play, you know exactly how much I love that play. And tonight I have a 30-dime play in the NFL and is on the Sunday night game between the Rams and the Eagles. I am 12-6 with these plays in the NFL over the past 6 years. And I'm sorry, lost my train of thought there for 1 second. 12-6 with these plays over the past 6 years. And tonight I have one, and you are going to get it for half price, just like the only other one that I had this season back in November on the 18th, when I went with the Saints over Philadelphia as a 7.5-point favorite, and they won at the Superdome 48-7. I am 132, 94, and 9 with top-rated 15-dimers in the NFL over the past 7 seasons, including 11-6 over the past 7 weeks, despite that loser with the Broncos. And this play is twice as strong. My normal top-rated 15-dime plays, I'm on a 50-33 run, including hitting 6 out of 8 to start in college hoops. And this play is twice as strong. And as you know, in the NBA, 136 and 104 with these plays, going back to 2009, and this play is twice as strong. And it has been an incredible roll, a profitable run, dating back to July in baseball and football and basketball. So I have certainly accumulated one hell of a bankroll with the raise the bar 20-dime plays, with the 15-dime plays, with all the plays. But let me just tell you this. And by the way, the coupon code to get the play for half price is the coupon word RARE, R-A-R-E. But I am not telling you to take a second mortgage on the house. I am not telling you to rob those funds from the 401k plan. I am not telling you to withdraw funds from your kids' 529 college plans. If you have been along with me for the ride since July, well, we are playing with excess profits. And I'm telling you, we're putting some more of them on tonight's game. If you are new to the dance, then you have to play according to your bankroll. You have to play according to your allocation system. So don't say you haven't been warned, because I have always said that the golden rule of gambling is this: never bet more than you can afford to lose, Thereby, you will never find yourself trapped into a deep financial abyss from which there is no escape. Okay, with that being said, all your other discounts and coupon codes are over on the homepage. And by the way, props to Scott Delaney, who did it again last night. His second 200-dime release of the season, cashing in with Fresno State in the Las Vegas Bowl. Props going out to him. FYI, you might want to check out today. He has NFL winner number 12 out of 13, another top-rated 100-dime play. It's on the Cowboys and Colts, which I think is a damn tough game to handicap. I can see going either way in that contest. Okay, let's get with it. I've got to get going. My son is getting married today. Whether I win or lose this game, and obviously I want to win, there are more important things in my life today. I cannot believe my son is 23 and getting married today to a lovely young lady. It seems like only yesterday I was pushing him around in a stroller and carrying him onto the the Buzz Lightyear ride at Disney World, and he's getting married today. It just blows my mind. So I've got to get going. So let's get to your complimentary plays. Let's talk about the Patriots game with the Steelers. Listen, the Steelers have lost 3 in a row. And when you think about it, it really could be a 4-game losing streak, because at the outset, they were lucky to come back in the final minute to win that game at Jacksonville. Otherwise, it would have been 4 in a row. They can't run the ball suddenly. With James Conner doubtful again today, I doubt that they will be able to run the ball today against the Patriots, even though the Patriots' run defense has totally collapsed the past couple of weeks. The other thing is that the Steelers have been unable to stop the run here of late, too. The Patriots and the Steelers both struggling to stop the run. How ironic is that? But I think here today, the Patriots are going to do what they always do to the Steelers. 2 things. They're going to attack the middle of that Steelers defense, taking advantage of the poor Steelers linebacker play, the interior defense, and Brady is going to do 2 things. One, he's going to go to Rob Gronkowski, and even though Gronkowski is not the Gronkowski of old, he has certainly been slowed by injuries, only 43 catches for 637 yards and 3 touchdowns this season. But this is a guy who has simply tormented the Steelers in his career. In 6 career games, 39 catches in his career against them for 8 touchdowns. Remember that game last year, 9 catches, 168 yards in last year's win. And the other thing is they're going to pound the ball up the middle. The Patriots have not been an effective ground control team in past years, but this year they can run the ball so much more effectively. So I think that's how the Patriots are going to attack them offensively. Ben Roethlisberger has not played well either. I mean, he had that lights-out run in the middle of the season, but lately he has not played well. I think in his last 5 games he has 7 touchdown passes and 6 interceptions. Brady has always had Mike Tomlin's number, 7-1 in 8 career games against the Steelers with Tomlin as a coach, and in that stretch, 23 touchdowns, 1 interception. Again, I got to go with the Patriots. Yes, they blew that game at Miami. They always lose in Miami, seemingly, right? Coming off a loss, Belichick and Brady, 14-4 against the spread in their last 18 games, coming off a straight-up loss. 5 straight covers in this series, including that 27-24 win last year at Heinz Field, which ironically followed a loss in Miami. So I'm going to go with the Patriots minus 2.5 points. If this line would happen to climb to 3, which I don't think it will, then of course I would buy down the half point on New England. On the early card, I'm going to go with Chicago minus the 5, coming off the Monday night 15-6 win against the Rams over the Packers. I would hope that Mitchell Trubisky, after coming back after a 2-game absence and looking pathetic against the Rams on Monday night with that 110-yard, 3-interception performance, would play a little better. This is a rematch, of course, of the season opening game, a game in which the Bears jumped out to the big lead because Aaron Rodgers got hurt, but then Aaron Rodgers pulled off a Favre-like performance, coming out of the locker room in the second half and just rallying his troops for the win. But the Bears are a much better team now at this stage of the season, especially playing at home, especially with that defense. You saw what that defense did to the Rams on Monday night. The Packers, big deal. They beat the Atlanta Falcons last week at home 34-20. That's a Falcons team that has now lost 5 straight games. That was the Packers' first game after firing Mike McCarthy. They have still only won 2 of their last 7 games. Green Bay 0-6 on the road. Bears home finale, 6-1 at Soldier Field this season. Their only loss coming to the Patriots in revenge. It's a tricky number, though. I hate betting a game that has a number of 5. You know, at 4.5, you could buy down the number to 4. You see more teams winning by 4, but that 5, you're basically committing the Chicago Bears to saying to yourself, they've got to win by a touchdown, right? That's what 5 says. 5 means you're laying 7. That's the reality. But I still would go with Chicago in this game. And then another early complimentary play, I'm going to go with the Cincinnati Bengals. How many times have you heard me say that this year? Once. I'm going to go with the Cincinnati Bengals. -3 at home. I'm buying down the half point in this particular spot. You know, the Bengals have actually played pretty well the past couple of weeks. Did they have anything to show for it? No. But I think the key in this game is going to be Joe Mixon, who has really performed admirably here of late for Cincinnati. 26 carries, 111 yards against the Chargers, and a damn good performance by the Bengals last week, although I wonder if it's because the Chargers were coming off that thrilling comeback win against Pittsburgh and looking ahead to that short week preparation and road trip to Kansas City on Thursday night. Or he also had that nice performance in the game against the Denver Broncos the week earlier at home with 12 carries and 82 yards. You know, he's averaging 4.8 yards per carry. You've got 2 of the worst run defenses in the league. Bengals, number 32, giving up 148 yards and 4.8 yards per carry. Oakland ranked number 31, giving up 144.45 yards and also 4.8 yards per carry. The difference is Bengals can run the ball. Raiders don't have a running attack. I think the Bengals also have a little better pass defense. By virtue of simply they have a pass rush. Oakland has 11 sacks on the season. Jeff Driscoll has shown you no ability to throw any type of medium to long pass whatsoever. So far in 2.5 games, he has gone 3 for 11 with an interception with passes thrown over 20 yards in the air. No A.J. Green, but I do think the Bengals will be able to control the line of scrimmage. I do think their defensive line is better, and I do think they can win this game here at home. I'm not that impressed that the Raiders are coming off the upset at home against the Steelers last week. I'm not that impressed that they played a tough game against Kansas City the week prior. I just don't think they're for real. I don't think the Bengals are any good either, but somebody's got to win the damn game, and it might as well be Cincinnati. So again, Patriots, the Bears, they would be my top 2 plays, and I'm taking a shot with Cincinnati. That'll do it. Wish you well, and talk to you again tomorrow.